So there's your radio, your Sirius, which we don't have hooked up, your Bluetooth, for that's what I use for my audio. The cameras, the backup camera. You can add any kind of this other stuff to it, including Android audio. So you can use your, this doesn't have GPS in it because you spend more time trying to figure out where you can't go. I just use my GPS on my phone. This camera is a backup camera. I have a switch built in right here that allows that to stay on the whole time. Usually it'll only come on when you're in reverse, but I want to be able to keep an eye on behind me all the time. So I use that a lot. This is your exhaust brake, which is absolutely critical in a machine like this, especially a big diesel, heavy diesel. This is the transmission and exhaust temperature gauge. So I know one of the comments were something about the transmission getting hot or overheated. I watched this like a hawk. It's never even been, hardly ever even in the yellow. And it only does that when you're on a super hot day and you're going uphill and you got a heavy load. So it's never been over in the critical age area over there. So I think that transmission was just in use. And they say it happens. Sometimes they go 100 miles or 80,000 miles. Sometimes they go 380,000 miles. This is the another critical piece for driving in diesel. Is different than a car. It's like a auto. Works great when you're going downhill and you don't want to use the exhaust brake. Exhaust brake keeps you about 35, 40 miles an hour. This just kind of lets you feather it down till you get to the right speed. You want to be going downhill, you hit that button and it keeps you at that speed so you don't wear out your brakes. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to shut this off and then we're going to go through the leveling.